The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We're going to get straight into the AFLW, and last night the awards night took place,
Yes.
and Monique Conti was able to take it out from Richmond, the award for the best player in the competition. In the first 8 games, it was done and dusted, right? Because she
Yes.
just about polled best on ground in every one of those.
It's amazing
Wow.
effort, isn't it?
She averaged 27 touches and a goal in those games, so she was just brilliant.
And she plays basketball as well.
In the WNBL.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good to be able to see that they don't have to choose, and there's it works with the seasonal changes as well. And you know, she can go and play in the WNBL and play particularly well, and then play in the AFL, and everyone's
What an
a winner.
overachiever.
Would
well done,
she
Monique.
be in a position where she doesn't have to work?
Yeah, she would be.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God, playing your two favourite
She's
sports
going
professionally.
Yeah, that's next level, isn't it?
It's a great effort. Yeah.
Yeah, so well done to Monique. There was a couple of... The All-Australian team was announced too. So Emma O'Driscoll, who
Yes.
we've had in here.
We like to say Nova Zone.
Yep, we'll claim her. She was in the All-Australian team for the very first time.
Well done.
And Charlie Thomas from the West Coast Eagles was
First
also
time the
announced.
Eagles have had somebody All-Australian, so that's great.
That is great. The one person who has dominated this All-Australian Awards for the last 8 seasons is Emma Carney, who made the All-Australian team for the 8th time. Now, the competition's only been going for 8 years.
Yeah, so she's been
Wow.
in every year.
Every single year
That's
she's won
amazing.
it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So well done to her. Following with the AFL stuff, over to the men's competition, you would have seen on the news, and if you read today's paper, you will see that Harley Reid has
You-
taken up another 3 pages.
Hang on, you would have just sensed it.
Harley
Because it's
Reid.
so in the air.
Isn't it exciting?
Did you see that West Coast have recruited his best mate to play in their waffle side?
In their waffle side,
so
yeah. Nat.
he's come over. This is the
Oh,
way
so
to
like
keep
when
him here.
racehorses travel around with a pony.
Yes, that's exactly right. And so they're gonna be living together next year. So that's good. That's
Well,
good move.
when Harley Reid's that good that they bring over a support friend.
Yeah, that's right. They did it. Brisbane did it a few years ago with Lachie Neale. They went and recruited Link McCarthy from the Geelong,
right.
who wasn't getting a game. In fact, they got Link first, and
Yes.
they were right into Lachie.
That was the lure.
And
So
then they got him up there.
does the AFL support animal player know they're the support animal player?
I think
They
maybe
do, 'cause we do.
Maybe
Yeah.
as a support animal player, you can get a better deal because you can go, I can
Yeah,
really help.
you-
those
you-
guys.
I know.
yes.
Without me in the stable, he's going to kick everyone. So I'm there to calm him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harley Reid, I mean, he's just going to... What a great life he has moved to in Perth because he is already a legend and he is
But
yet
you
to
say
play
that,
a
but that
game.
comes with pressure, though. There's
It
a
does.
price for that.
But
Enormous
if he
pressure.
but they're saying
Yes.
that they think he's going to be amazing. So if that's the case, what an amazing new life he's just about to kick off.
I would like to say to the West Australian and
down.
Channel 7, calm the farm, please,
Yes.
for his sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I know what
he
they
hasn't
like
played
to
a game
do.
yet. Come on.
Yeah,
settle
and I know
down.
once they get their claws into someone like Nick Nat when they blow him up, or Fifey, just to turn to training, and there's an article saying that he's not injured. Well, we're a couple of days in.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
right.
mean? The summer goes for 4 months. Just leave them alone
Yes.
until they
Summer
get to
hasn't actually even started yet.
That's right. And so good luck to Harley and the rest of the West Coast recruits who were up on the news last night, and so were the Freo guys. So at Freo yesterday, they had their a couple of 1K time trials, 3 in fact. That's their measuring stick. And you might have seen on the news that Peter Bowl was down there.
Yeah, right.
And Jeremy Sharp, who's the latest recruit to the Dockers, he was a former Attadale junior. He went over to the Gold Coast. Fremantle tried to get him last year, but the Gold Coast wouldn't trade him to the Dockers. And in the end, they delisted him this season.
right.
Yeah.
So Freo picked him up for free. Anyway, they
For
were
free?
Yeah.
You
So
love a
Jeremy
freebie.
was running side by side next to Peter Bowl,
Jesus.
taking
Keeping
him
up
on.
with him. Was Peter
Over-
Bowl being a little bit slower to sort of,
Well, I'm sure Peter could go faster.
like
but
when your
Jeremy,
dad lets you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
race.
yeah.
No, they were going hammer and
Oh,
tongs.
jeez.
Absolutely.
West Coast did their time trial yesterday too. Jake Waterman won it, which is extraordinary effort because they weren't sure if he was ever going to play again. He has ulcerative colitis, and he was as crook
Easy
as
for you to
anything.
say.
As crook as anything last year. So
what is that disease now?
It's an autoimmune disease that affects your gastrointestinal system, basically. So that's an
a fair
amazing effort to come back and be the fastest.
Yeah.
Good job, Snake.
Yeah, they have to. The thing is, they have to back it up over and over again, and those guys have been able to, and they still got to be, 90 kilos. So it's a fair effort. So that's the latest in the AFL news.
So cricket coming later. Nathan breaks himself.
And that's my sports report.
Sophie Devine.
Well, we're gearing up for the Perth Scorchers playing in the Challenger final coming up very shortly. And Sophie Devine, wouldn't believe it. She has been named the captain of the team of the year in the
I would
WBBL.
believe that.
My captain, Sophie, come in.
Hey, Soph.
Hey guys, how you going?
Congratulations.
Hi, Sophie.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
Sophie, straight
Yeah,
away.
Thank you. It's, a bit of an honour.
We want to know what perks does the captain get over the other people?
Well, I'm still waiting to see what I'm getting, so I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
Yeah, I was
do
wondering
they
about
do a
that.
jacket or something like the All Australian football?
I don't think they do, but do you get... I was wondering if you get a trophy of sorts, or is it a certificate or something?
A certificate or a trophy to be captain? I'm thinking, wouldn't it be like a pin or something you could wear so people knew you were the captain?
Oh my God, I think I need to suggest all of these things. I'm thinking maybe a blazer with a pin presented
blazer
with a certificate.
Yeah.
A blazer with a pin. And
And
do we want
also-
just a pin or do we want to go for like a brooch? Do we want it to be bigger?
And also just a really good parking spot or something.
Nice cricket brooch.
Yes, I like the parking spot idea, actually.
Didn't when the captain of the Dockers, did they get
We had a
better
moment in
parking spot?
time, so when I was playing AFL over here, that the captain got a car park. That was part of the deal. He got to park closest to the door.
Yeah, I'm loving that, and because I'm old too, I need to minimise time on feet. So I think that works out really well.
Sure, you got to
So
save
old.
it.
Yeah,
got to
so
save it for
old.
the
There
pitch.
should just be a drop-off bay for you. Someone with a wheelchair waiting to just take her in.
Yeah, straight away. Well, apart from Soph making the team of the year, it was Beth Mooney, of course, who's been outstanding
Yeah.
as well, Amy Edgar and Chloe Ainsworth. So there's 4 from the Scorchers,
That's a
Soph,
good
which is a
effort.
really great effort.
Oh, it's fantastic. I think certainly shows, I guess, the season that we've had, and to be recognised in that way is awesome. And I think most importantly, I'm stoked to see the young Chloe Ainsworth in there. She's been outstanding this year, and she certainly reminds me that she's nearly half my age, so that's also really pleasant.
Don't you love it when people do that to you?
So I was going to say, how old is she? But then that means you're telling us your age too.
Yeah, I am a little bit nervous to say, but she's 18. I'm closer to 34, 35.
Yeah,
so,
right.
yeah.
So to us,
Yeah,
34 still stands pretty young.
Yeah, so if you don't be
So settle down.
Don't be ashamed of 34, please.
Hey, so if this game's coming up is going to be an absolute ripper, obviously, either Brisbane or Sydney. But the thing is, there's been a bit of a fall away in performance, you'd have to say, over the last couple of games.
Yeah, there has been a little bit. I mean, we've been pretty disappointed with the last couple of run of games, but the great thing about finals cricket and finals in any sport is that it's sort of on the day, you just need to be the best team. So that's certainly what we're looking at, and we've spoken heaps as a group that you don't become a crap team overnight or because you lost a game or two.
Yeah.
We've shown performances throughout this year that shows we can be the best team in this competition. So we're certainly backing those skills and still have the confidence to take out the game, whoever we play on Wednesday.
Now, Sophie, we've had some hellish hot days over the past week or so. I want to know for you, because as we know, cricket you have to play in the heat at the end.
Yes.
What's too hot for you? What temperature for you is like?
Especially as a Kiwi.
This is a lot.
Yeah, see, I think I need to get a bit of a buffer, a head start for Kiwis. But, look, I think as soon as it sort of creeps up over 35, 36,
Yes.
can be pretty bad. It's more just like when you're batting and you're in the full pads, your helmet. That's what sucks the most. But to be fair, I feel more sorry for Beth Mooney. She turns into a light shade of beetroot when heat gets going. So feel more sorry for her.
You guys had to play on that really hot day at the Wacker last week, didn't you?
Yeah, it was 5 o'clock that kick-off.
Yeah, it was, and it was steamy. So I think, the great thing is I've obviously got a few rules and stuff around extra drinks breaks and things like that. I still think I need to have one of those hats that has the drinks in them or a bit of a fan in the visor would certainly help. Maybe I'll put that to them along with the blazer and brooch.
Yes,
The blazer,
yes.
and the cricket brooch.
It comes as a pack.
Beth Mooney, you said she goes beetroot red. Is that sunburn, or is that because some people get so hot that their blood starts to boil?
It's on the skin,
and
you
it
can see it coming through.
changes the colour of their skin. Is she a blood boiler or a sunburner?
No, definitely a blood boil. I think the amount of running and stuff that she does as well, it just sort of swells from the ground up and reaches fever pitch at her head.
I'm pitching at it now because we did have Beth sitting here a couple of weeks ago. So yes, you can absolutely visualise it.
Yeah.
After this competition, we're only a couple. We're coming to this pointy end right now. Where are you off to? What have you got up your sleeve in terms of cricket?
Well, literally, when we make the final on Saturday, I'll be on a plane on the Sunday flying back to New Zealand, and we've got an international series versus Pakistan at home. So I'll be rolling out for the Kiwis this time next week. So not much rest for the wicked, but that's what we what we love to do, and looking forward to getting back home. I haven't been back to New Zealand since about June this year, so it should be nice to get back.
Are you going to do the canyon swing while you're back?
Oh, no way.
Go to Hobbiton.
Go to Puzzling World. I went there. Had a great time.
Break a step.
Puzzling World, right? So I went to that, Sophie, and I was in the big wooden maze, and one of the steps was rotted, and it broke as I put my foot down. Anyway, so I went down. I hurt myself pretty badly on my arm and my wrist. And when I went in there and told them what had happened, they went, "That's unlucky, isn't it?" And that was it.
Carry on.
That was it. No,
there's no suing here.
There's no suing here.
We're not giving you a cracker for free.
Anyway, so Puzzling World's great. They've got a new step, so you'll be fine.
Good to know.
Write that down, Sophie. We'll be supporting you. Can't wait till you get it back into action on Wednesday at the WACA.
Yes.
People need to get behind our Perth Scorchers. They've been fantastic this year. About to make the finals, as Soph said.
Yes.
Leading run scorers left, right and centre. We look forward to having a great performance, Sophie, you and Beth and the rest of the team.
Awesome. Thanks heaps, guys. Love the support.
Good on you, mate.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.